Hello there everybody, Sam Strains here, welcome back to the Railway and welcome to yet another edition of the Model Railway News, this time for September. There's loads of new stuff to talk about and show you this month, so take it easy, sit back and we'll get to it, this time with a bit of Hornby to start with. If you cast your mind back to last month, I talked a bit about the upcoming Princess Royal class, which is going to be coming out later this year, hopefully. And in last month's video, I showed you a very early and quite primitive sample of the Princess. And as you can see here, it just looks like a 3D printed test body without any of the separately fitted parts or valve gear or anything like that. And I remember saying in that video, I'll be very surprised if it's ready by the end of the year in the state it is at the moment. Well, just a few days after I put last month's video out, Hornby released some photos and even some videos, we'll get to that in a second, of a much more developed and a much more evolved Princess sample. You can see it here. This time it has got lots of the separately fitted detail fitted. You can see it's got all of the valve gear applied. There's a photo of the cab so that you can get an idea of what sort of detail we're dealing with inside there. And the best part about it is it even runs. And if you take a look on Hornby's YouTube channel, you can see some videos of it running. So the Princess is a lot further developed than any of us thought. And so who knows, maybe it will be around before Christmas. We'll have to wait and see. And it's got me looking at my Princess and it's made me think, you know, this thing is 20 years old and it's absolutely gorgeous. Just imagine what the new ones are going to look like. I'm very, very close to just pre-ordering one because, yes, they really are starting to look great, aren't they? But only time will tell. Hopefully they will come out as amazing as we're all thinking they're going to. Okay, there's also a bit about the Coca-Cola. Now, I think I might have already shown you the samples of the upcoming Coca-Cola wagons. I'm not 100% sure. However, there are some new photos which not only show the wagons themselves, but the packaging in which they're going to be delivered. And as you can see, the packaging has all of the Coca-Cola branding on it, which is super cool. So I thought that was definitely worth a look. There's also a very interesting four-wheeled Cct Coach which is about to come out. I believe it's the same as this one. This is a Thomas and Friends one from quite a few years ago. However, the new one that Hornby have showcased this time in their Engine Shed blog shows a very interesting feature, and that is the fact that it has graffiti on it, which looks absolutely incredible. We don't get an awful lot of that in model form, unless you do it yourself, of course. So it will be really interesting to see how factory graffiti looks. At least it will for me. I'm not familiar with any models that have that at the moment, so that will be really cool. Finally then, I think I've also shown photos of the Ruston samples before, but there are a few images now which show the innards. So you get a look at the motor, which looks a bit like those tiny motor gearboxes that I showed once. Take a look at that video if you'd like to. Very, very, very tiny little motors in there. There's also a photo that shows the connection, the wired connection between the actual Ruston loco and the wagon, which has pickups on it. The wiring there looks a little bit dodgy, so hopefully that is just an early sample of them. However, it's looking very cool, and hopefully it won't be terribly long before we're seeing those in the shops, which I'm very much looking forward to. There are also quite a lot of brand new items that have just come into stock over this last month from Hornby. I think last month on the Harry Potter front it was only the train set and one or two other items which were actually in stock. But now there are many more accessories available to buy straight away, including some of the station platforms. As you can see, I think both Hogsmeade and 9 3/4 are there. There's passenger footbridge, there's a signal box, station buildings, and many, many more. So the Harry Potter range has definitely come into stock proper this time, and not just the train set. So if you're interested in that, check that out. I'll include a link in the description. As you also probably know, the brand new Peckets are now in stock, and I've got mine here. I can tell you quite honestly, they are absolutely superb. If you haven't seen my video on this already, once again, I will include a link up there. They really are wonderful, wonderful models, and I absolutely love mine to bits. So that is a really fantastic piece of news. And apparently this week, the NCB National Coalboard Blue version is going to be coming into stock, and I know a lot of people have been holding out for that one, so really looking forward to seeing that as well. Somewhat less superb is the Northern Rail Class 156 Sprinter, which is in a beautiful modern livery, but as I found when I reviewed mine, the model is far too old and outdated. However, if you're interested in this, these are now in stock. Check out my video if you'd like to. You've got a lot of things to click on today, and also a link in the description if you fancy picking one up. However, check out the review first if you haven't already, because you might not be expecting it to be the basic model that it is. Also, as you can see here, there's quite a lot else to see, so if you'd like to see all of the new items that have just come into stock from Hornby, do check out their website and you can see the full range. Next up then, a bit of an update from Bachmann. So you might remember, or you might not remember actually, because it feels like it was years ago, but they announced that they would be doing a brand new tooled J72, which looks like this. I've got one, this is the old one, as you can see, J72, there you go, hopefully you recognise that. Also known as the E1, I think the pre-grouping version of this from the NER, was it? Is known as an E1. And the project has been pretty quiet. I personally haven't heard anything about it for absolutely ages. The last time I saw anything of the new J72 was last year at Worley, where they had the painted samples on display. So since then it's been quite quiet. However, a little bird tells me that the first few models are now going to be on their way. Now it's not as exciting as it sounds, because apparently it's only the black versions that are coming, so the BR Black and LNER Black. Let's see the details here. So supposedly the early BR Black version is due this month, which is pretty cool, so it's a lot sooner than I was expecting. And then the LNER Black version is going to follow in a couple of months. However, I've not seen any mention of a release date for the NER Green, which is the one that I was personally looking forward to. So that's a bit of a shame. Hopefully it won't be too long. As I say, they've had painted samples for ages, or at least I think they have, because I saw one last year at Worley. They do, however, sound quite impressive. They do have quite high specs. Apparently they've got pre-fitted speakers in them, whether you're going to have DCC sound or not. If that's true, then that's pretty cool, although perhaps an unnecessary expense. I'm not too sure about that. They have sprung buffers and even a firebox glow, so they are going to be quite high spec, as I say. Quite exciting stuff, quite looking forward to seeing how those turn out. Recently there have been quite a lot of updates from the pretty new company KR Models. I did in fact do a video all about those updates, so once again check out that video if you'd like to. But in a nutshell, the tooling for the GT3 gas turbine has started, and there are pictures showing the first tools that have been created. And they've also announced a brand new IQA nuclear flask wagon, which is going to be motorised. So if you want to see that, as I say, check out the video. But I thought since it is news that's happened over the past month, I will just give it a brief mention in this video. Next up, a bit of something from Dapol. It's not really news, but it's just a top tip I have, because I happened to be looking at their website and I spotted a specials page, and apparently every month on their specials page they do massive bargains and things, and you can get cut price locos and rolling stock for really, really handy prices. So my tip is just check it out every couple of weeks and see if there's anything you can spot. I picked up some egg vans, of all things. There they are, quite a lot of those, which I got for near enough half price, so it's definitely worth checking Dapol's website once in a while if you like a bargain. There's also from Dapol a new batch of Class 52 Westerns out, which are reasonably priced at £129.15. I personally have only ever tried the Hornby, Lima and Helgen versions, so maybe this is worth a try. Would you like to see me review one? That's a question, let me know up in the poll. I'd quite like to, actually. I've heard great things about them. A quick one from Gagemaster then, because they have their brand new range of track cleaning tools in stock. So there is the motorised one, as you can see here, which I think is the old Dapol track cleaner. It looks an awful lot like it. Those cost £89.95, which is quite a lot really for just a wagon with a fan on it and with replaceable pads. But then again, can you really put a price on clean track? Maybe not. And then there's the non-motorised version, which just has a cleaning pad on the bottom, I believe, which doesn't move at all. Those cost more like £40, I think. Both in Network Rail Yellow, which is a bit less conspicuous, I suppose, than the just bizarre Dapol blue that mine's in, as you can see. However, yes, they are rather expensive, so, you know, if you've got a big layout, I'm sure it's worth it. But for those of us with smaller layouts, it's probably easier just to do it by hand, isn't it? However, obviously, that's completely up to you. Those are now in stock, which is the main thing. So I don't normally talk very much about O-gauge on these videos because I think most of my viewers are more interested in 00 and HO. However, there's something so exciting to show you this month that I just couldn't resist. And that is the Hattons/Helgen A4s. They've just received brand new painted samples for those. The Garter blue ones, in fact. And looking at these photos, they look more or less complete, don't they? Really, really impressive. And of course, they're only going to cost £750, which, yes, I know, in 00 gauge terms is absolutely ludicrous, but in terms of O-gauge that's actually really, really reasonable, and I'm told people are amazed by that sort of price. There are loads more still to come, of course. There's loads of different liveries that they're actually going to be doing of these A4s. Myself, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Silver Link variant, because in O-gauge that's going to be really quite impressive. But as I say, there's probably lots more to see on that when they get the rest of the samples, which is very good news. Finally then, just a quick heads up for some of the major train fairs and exhibitions which are going to be going on over the end of September and start of October. As always, there's absolutely loads, so do look up the ones that might be going on in your local area if you don't want to miss any. But some of the larger ones coming up is the Haydock Park Racecourse Model Train and Toy Fair on Sunday the 22nd of September. There is the Ludlow Toy and Train Collectors Fair, which is also at a racecourse. They're all happening at racecourses this time, on Saturday the 28th of September. And then, of course, perhaps a little more well-known is the Great Electric Train Show, which is taking place on the 12th and 13th of October at Milton Keynes, which I know is quite a big one. So that is about it for this month's Model Railway News. I hope you enjoyed that. As always, let me know down in the comments what you thought about that. If there's something I didn't mention that you thought I ought to have done, also let me know down in the comments and I will consider that for next month. For the time being though, thank you all for watching, thank you for your time, I hope you like that as I say, and I will see you all very, very soon for another video. Alright, take care folks, I'll see you next time.